Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. This is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you in the month of December, since it is Christmas time and the holiday time, about Jessie Season 1 Christmas Story. Ironically, this is the only Jessie Christmas episode that's not a crossover. In Season 3, strangely enough, there are two separate Christmas episodes, and they're both crossovers, which makes no sense because they're only a couple of episodes apart from each other, and they both deal with Christmas themed episodes and on actual Christmas Day. Now, I've already talked about the Good Luck Charlie one. That so far is the best one. The season one is the second best one, and the third one from this third season, it's a good episode. It's just not a good Christmas episode. In fact, there's not even much Christmas in it. Basically, what happens in that one, they're in Hawaii. It's a crossover with the brothers from Liv and Maddie. But for some reason, Liv and Maddie aren't even in that episode, and so it's just the brothers. Even though they said the family is staying next door to them, but we don't get to see the family. Now, ironically, it's been reported that the brothers, are supposed to have their own Disney Channel show. Spin-off 5 years after the show got canceled. It was supposed to air in 2020, but we know with the stuff going on in the world, it didn't come out in 2021. It might come out in 2022, or it might have been canceled. So far, I haven't researched it only because I've never watched Liv and Maddie. I could care less about the brothers, so I could care less about that show. So, yeah. So basically in that episode, what it is just like the older brother falls in love with Emma. Luke pranks him. Zuri and the little brother, Joey, they like scam people out of their money along with Bertram. A volcano erupts. They almost die in the volcano. Jessie is having an acting role, but she gets like fired because she's can't act and she's being stubborn on set. She meets her Australian actress friend, and she gets mad at her because she stole her part, but she didn't steal it intentionally. But Jessie acts like a baby, gets pissy at her, and then like next thing you know, she helps her rescue the kids in the volcano, and then they all like kumbaya, and that's basically it. And so it wasn't even really a Christmas episode, but it was still around Christmas time and Christmas Day. They just decided to spend in Hawaii. But this episode, the kids are decorating the tree, and Bertram is all on fours for some reason. I guess he fell, and Zuri is stepping on his back to put up the decorations and stuff. The parents are talking to the kids via like Zoom or face chat. Well, face chat back in the day, now it's like Zoom, but back then it was face chat. So, talking about how like there's a blizzard and they can't like make it to see them, but they're gonna try their best to get on Christmas Day because the airports are snowed in and stuff. The kids are really upset. They want their parents to like be with them and stuff. Also, this is Ravi's first like Christmas, and he's never experienced Christmas because he came from India. He doesn't even know who Santa Claus is. And so they're trying to put like the ornament on top of like the tree, but Zuri and like Emma are like fighting over it, right? And then they knock the tree over. And then this is back in the old Disney days. So Jessie has like some like rope. God, what's that Christmas stuff called? It looks like rope, but it also looks like a tree, like a vine. That stuff. So she ropes the tree and pulls it back, and then Mr. Kipling catches it with his tail. Now, this is back when Mr. Kipling was Mr. before they found out he's a girl. Ironically, the actual like animal is actually a male, so I don't know why he just didn't keep it that way. Luke is trying his best to steal a kiss from like Jessie and stuff under the mistletoe, but she won't let him because he's underage and stuff. And so the kids still have to do some more Christmas shopping. So Jessie takes, let's see, Emma and Luke to the mall, while the other two kids, they're at the mall too. But Ravi is trying to get into this whole Christmas spirit, but he doesn't really know how. And then he gets creeped out by Santa. because a little kid got off Santa's lap, and and the little boy is crying. Then Santa, with his hand, is waving to Robbie, like, "Come here!" Like he's not saying nothing, but he's like doing his hand, and he looks very creepy and stalkerish. So Robbie freaks out and runs out the mall, and Zuri has to go after him, and like they go back home with Bertram and everything. Well, at the mall, Jessie like gets into it with one of Santa helpers, elf. Now the elf is played by like a little person. Oh, rest in peace. I forgot the actress name, but she died a few years ago. She's very famous. She starred in a lot of stuff. So like she's very grouchy, and she doesn't like kids, and she does not like Luke and Emma. And of course, Jessie's getting pissed. She's all like, "You leave my kids alone," and stuff like that. And you don't talk to them like that. I love it how like Jessie stands up for those kids, because she always calls them her kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting because when you think about it, their parents are never really in the show because they're famous and doing other stuff. And so Jessie pretty much is like their mother, even though she's the nanny and stuff. Like she literally raises them, and it's just this interesting thing. Like I'm glad the parents aren't in the show because they probably would have weighed it down and stuff. But anyway, so she's getting into it with the elf, but then they later leave. And then so when they're doing more shopping, Jessie uses like their mother's like credit card. Well, the mother is like a famous model, so the cashier dude's all like, "You're not this famous model. You stole this car." So he hits the alarm, and in comes that elf, and she arrests Jessie because she thinks she stole. Now the elf person is actually undercover like security, so she takes Jessie away, and then of course Emma and Luke comes in, and they say something to her that makes her mad. She takes them too. So they're all locked up. Emma, the entire time she's in like mall jail, boy, she is freaking out. And it is great. This is back when the kids in season 1, they were so tiny. And back then, that was before Emma's voice matured and everything. Because when she got older and started freaking out at Bunked, it just wasn't the same anymore because her voice had changed. And so then she just didn't get the same like emotion that she did when she was younger. But woo, when she was younger, boy, she was freaking out. She's all like, "I'm never gonna get my first kiss, never gonna have a boyfriend, not gonna go to prom. I have to have prom in jail." Then she starts taking the cup and rattling against the bars and like, "Let me out." It is one of the most hilarious things ever. And so Luke's all like, no. Jessie's all like, "I saw this in the movie one time. I can get us out." She takes a giant plastic candy cane and starts like grinding it on the wall, trying to like dig a hole in everything, but it breaks the candy cane. Like, what made her think that was gonna work? So then Luke decides he's gonna get the broken candy cane and gets the keys, and then he sticks his head through the bars as he's trying to get like more leverage and everything. He gets the keys, but then he drops the candy cane with the keys. Next thing you know, his head is stuck between the bars. So they're trying to pull him out. And he's all like, "This isn't working. You're going to rip my ears off." She's like, "Well, you don't listen anyway, so what does it matter?" So then like the security guard lady comes back, and then the cashier dude comes back, and he's all like, there was like a robbery someplace else, and they have to throw their party a little bit early, and they want to leave now, and so you need to let these kids out. She's like, "No, they're my prisoners." He's all like, "Well, I want to go to the party." So she's like, "Fine." So she lets them out. Before she lets them out, Jessie's all like, "I know how this goes. I get one free phone call." So she gives them a phone, but it's like a toy phone. And Emma's freaking out even more. But anyway, so she lets them out, right? But Luke is stuck. And so she's all like, and they leave him too. And then so she helps Luke get out. She tells Luke, "Bite down on this candy cane, because this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you." No, it's gonna hurt him more than it hurts her, or something like that. So then she starts kicking him, trying to like wedge him out of there. I'm like, oh my god, she's kicking a little kid. So in a way, when they get back at the house, the kids are like so upset that like, cause they just want their mom and dad back, right? So anyways, because Ravi is now terrified of Santa Claus, Jesse's told Bertram, hey, dress up as Santa, and then Robbie can see you being like a nice guy and everything. Well, her hair gets stuck on the tree, so Bertram tries to help her. But then Robbie comes down the stairs. He's all like, you leave my nanny alone. He jumps on Bertram and tackles him. Then he just starts punching the crap out of him. And Bertram is like crawling to the elevator. And then he takes like a giant like stick thing. He starts bopping him in the butt. Oh, boy. I swear. But then the kids come down and they're all like, is it Christmas morning or is our parents here? And she's all like, no, they couldn't make it. And then they start crying and everything, all the kids. And it's so sad, you know. I need to look up again who all the kids are related to. I know Zuri came from Africa, even though she don't sound like she's from Africa. Robbie came from India. They never said where Luke came from. And Emma, I don't know if that's their biological kid or not. So Jesse's all like, if I can make them come home now, I would. And she points to the elevator, and all of a sudden, there they are. And they made like a they hitched a ride with they said in Santa's sleigh. And Robbie's like, oh no, and I went and beat him up. And so like Jessie, the makeup for like the Christmas gift, because she couldn't buy them nothing, she gave them all the stuff she bought around the house. So she gave Zuri a Christmas ham, and when Zuri gets her actual real gift, she's all like, I like this, but not as much as I love hammy and stuff. And so like the parents, this is like very rare to see the parents in the show, but they're there, and they can't, like, they love, like, you know, interacting with their kids, and it's like a big like happy Christmas time, you know what I'm saying, because you never get to see the parents, so you never get to see how they interact with the kids. And so it's like, it's cool to see them all smiling and happy and hugging and talking about how much they love them and everything. And the dad's like recording Emma opening her gift. He's all like, that was good, but we can make it better. Give me more gusto. So then she does it again, like, and she like nails it, man, and stuff. And so then like they wondering where like Jessie is, and she's asleep on the couch because she's exhausted. And then they all try to take like a Christmas picture with the family, and they're all like, no, Jessie has to be in this picture too because she's our family and stuff. And then so when she wakes up all groggy, she's like, what's going on? And Luke sneaks in a kiss on her cheek and stuff like that. And so then like it ends, and it was a pretty hilarious episode, man, I have to say. But I still think the best one is the Good Luck Charlie crossover one. Especially when like they got like knockout gas and woke up and the reindeer was like messing up the house and stuff like that. I love the Jessie show. It was such a great show. Bah humbug, that was a good episode. All right, everybody, I'll talk to you later. Bye.